Combat potential. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Triggering quick assist. Okay. Yeah, this should be alright. Yeah, I'm gonna pick electrics though, cause Yanagi anomaly builds up doesn't always catch up with the Miyabi's anomaly. Let's go. Clear. Actually, none of these matter. The team is kind of too OP, I guess. I'm just gonna go with the left, cause more combat, more fun. Damn. That's a really nice angle. Why do they turn red? Konokiyo no Kasan. Well, if you're watching or anything, feel free to leave any comment. I think I will just do about like 2 hours of stream and call it a day. I don't really expect much on my first stream. I mean, like the technical issue is already overwhelming for me. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I see a pretty serious latency on the YouTube stream though. But I guess it is what it is. Hello. Hello, thanks for joining by. If you're watching, stun multiplier, that doesn't help anything. Hello, mate. Whoever you're watching. That's nice. Yeah, I would just go with the middle one. So I could get more gameplays. Swap cancel into bamboos. Claim 2. Okay. I'm not sure if my drops on the Twitch is on. Yeah, I think so. I just kind of pick stuff randomly here because it doesn't really matter. Um, Anyways, thanks for joining. I will see in what way that I could entertain people like this. um, yeah, I guess I'm gonna get a little bit nervous here. Okay, it's down. Quick swap. Just take it off with the out, I guess. Swap cancel. procs the anomaly and go with the bamboo. Okay. So that's the weekly. Thanks for joining by. So let's see what are we gonna do next. Yeah, we could try the Evelyn, I guess. I just forget which one is the Evelyn's quest. I think it's this one. Complete the commission with all agents above 30% HP. Yeah, I think it's a pretty good chance to talk about the Evelyn a little bit. Oops. Yeah, that's the Miyabi phenomenon. You just get too comfortable with all the iframe, then you get hit by that basic. Yeah, it's actually kind of it's actually kind of annoying to play it with only 2 unit in Astra team, because you kind of have to like swap back to Astra the for the buff. I mean the Astro voice buff. Like you can't really rely on, like you can't just swap naturally like when you play it with trial with a team of 3. Anyway, thanks for joining by whoever is watching. The sound sensitive ether is a perfect match. Look like the ethereal. Truly enjoy my songs. So she's just singing. So she's just singing while exterminating this ether. What is this? When Astra Yell sounds attack an enemy will mark the target, increasing the damage they taken by 50% for 12 seconds. Yeah, damn, the animation is really nice. Yeah, feel free to let. Yeah, actually, I'm planning to make a pre-debut, pre-release Evelyn guide. Like, feel free to give me. Feel free to tell. Feel free to tell me what you want to see in the video. Yeah, you guys see the red string here. So if your string is tying to the enemy, and if you swap off, it seems it gonna it gonna come it gonna attacks when you swap off. That's what I know about Evelyn so far. So that's part of the reason why Evelyn is so good with the Astra Yao, because of that passive. Like if I swap off, they just automatically getting hit by Evelyn's passive. But yeah, and I think it's gonna be phenomenal and I think it's gonna be phenomenal when you have a team of 3 instead of duo like this. Even though I don't know exactly how much damage that does it dealt, but I expect that it's gonna be decent. And I do think that it's gonna be at like tier 0.5. Actually, I never play Alan though, but we could test it out. Oh, Alan with Astra Yao. That's a pretty interesting. That's a pretty interesting team comp. What the fuck do you mean by unactivated? Okay, so you kind of like get the buff and you're kind of on your own. All right, I will take it. Yeah, just kind of spamming with Ellen. I don't even know what am I doing. Hey, hello, man. Yeah, I actually didn't schedule it. I was trying to be like I'm actually worried about that. I'm not gonna be able to stream today because I just have all the technical issue. Um, because this is like my first time streaming. I can't really make a schedule and fail to stream it. Hello, man. Cow Ben. Thank you for joining by. Yeah, I think I remember you from the comment. As I suspect, it's not easy to find organic materials. Alright. Yeah, thanks my guide help. And by the way, just want you to know that I have a pretty bad latency with the YouTube live stream, so I might respond you a little bit late. Just want you to keep that in mind. But at the same time, there are so many people I'm building wrong. Yeah, I think you don't really know what's gonna happen when before you actually test it out. So you kind of have to like test different kind of stuff Yeah, you kind of have to like change your gear and change your team comp and try it out in the Shiyu defense and the assault mode. And I think the assault mode is pretty good though. Yeah, you can still clear. Um, I think the assault mode is better than the Shiyu defense in terms of testing because you could see the number. Because in Shiyu defense, sometimes you clear too, you could clear like too quickly. Like let's say by if you are able to clear like 30 seconds, then the second or two, a second or two of differences is not gonna be able to tell that which team is actually better. But the assault mode would give say pretty good numbers to indicate which team is actually doing better in what kind of situation. Yeah, I saw the leaks. I saw the leaks is well, without talking about their kit, I think the Zenless Zone Zero direction is pretty nice. They it seems like they are heading toward like quick swapping meta, and I think it's a pretty good direction because like when you are playing stun characters, like when you are playing like when you are playing the stunner, like when you are playing the stunner and attacker's team comp, it does feel kind of stale. Like you kind of have to use stunner like until you kind of have to hit the enemy with the stunner until they breaks, then you commerce the attacks with the attackers. But Qingyi is pretty nice too. Yeah, but it's actually still hard to tell. It's actually still hard to tell if Qingyi is gonna be good, is gonna be future proof for the future. But it does seem like Qingyi and the Trigger doesn't. But it does seem like Trigger doesn't power creep the Qingyi completely. It seems like they could work together just fine. Yeah. The new mechanics is really helpful. Hopefully that continues with future update. Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. And I think there will be more and more mechanics that gonna be revolving around the quick swapping. Like we can already see that from the from Evelyn. Like she could she could give additional she could give extra attack. She could give this follow-up attacks after you swapping her out. I hate that electric weakness robot. Yeah, it does. Yeah, how was the sounds balance? Yeah, waiting for rerun is generally nice because you are not gonna getting hype up. Sup, I recently watched Zenless Zone Zero, guys. Love it. I learned a lot. Hey, thank you for watching my videos and come and joining my live stream. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Han. Man, I don't know what am I doing with Ellen Joe. Trigger, I don't think Trigger will power creep Qingyi, but Stunner are good in their own way, like Qingyi with her good Stunner multiplier buff, and Insane Days. Meanwhile, Trigger is special in her own way. With yeah, I agree with that. I don't think they work against each other, and they could have if they could have even synergized with each other really well. In my own in in my own hunch, I guess. Yeah, because like I think Qingyi. I think if Trigger actually hard power creep the Qingyi, that is really ass move, to be honest. Qingyi might just be for burst DPS. Oh yeah, you got the point, because like Qingyi is more like a specialist, and Trigger does feels like more of a generalist. We actually saw that on the we actually saw that on Lighter. Like Lighter could be a DPS and a stunner at the same time. Like you would have like zero issue building Lighter into a DPS. I would say you're welcome. I also wonder whether I should pull for Qingyi or wait for Trigger. Um, I would say Trigger seems to be more fun, and but but Qingyi would give a but Qingyi would provide more support capability, like buffing the attacks. The only power creep who happens is the trigger jiggles. Yeah, the jiggling is insane. And we saw Jane though is the piece of it. Okay, I can't read that. Yeah, let me grab some water. As much as I don't like leaks for a game like Xenosaga Zero, you invest in characters you are kind of forced to. Yeah, because yeah, Josh, because that's exactly what these gacha games were trying to do, and they are totally incentivized to do this because it's gonna make them more money if they could like if they could if they could intrigue if they could like put even more formal element into you. But I think we can see the tugs of war between player base and the gacha game all like this all the time. Where like where if gaming company is doing too much of a FOMO stuff, player will eventually get tired of that, and but at the same time, they're also trying to find the balance between that for the longevities of it. Yeah, I also do agree that Zenless Zone Zero need a little bit too much of farming, especially without the battle pass. Oh, I can pull for a characters now. Um, yeah, let's go. I don't. I think getting Grace at Colada would be nice. Since I already have like M1 Rena. Okay, I miss it. Alright. Mindscape 7, Nicole. Hello, 22345. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess I would just chill out with you guys while playing this mini game of Bamboo. Grace. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Grace is. Yeah, Grace. Yeah, reason I want Grace is because like she seems to be like really fun to play with. If Poucha and Trigger on the same banner, I'm going all in. Yeah, I could understand that. um, is it true that Piper is better than Grace? Let me see. Yeah, I think so. I think Piper is better than Grace. I mean, from what from my observation, but I've never played Grace. That's the problem. So I couldn't really tell if that's the case because it also has to do with team comp. And I think one thing about Grace is that she is heavily tied to the Rena because Rena has this like 13 because Rena has this like extra 3 seconds of anomaly buff. Like like usually electrics like usually the anomaly would last for like 10 seconds, right? And if you're playing Rena, the Grace anomaly would be extend to like 13 seconds. And that extra 3 seconds is also extra 30% damage. I just using them on the same team. Yeah, they actually works really well together before the anomaly meta. Yeah, I'm not surprised by that. But when you're playing and when you're playing and the only team that is actually works well with Grace is the Mono Electrics, where you you kind of have to pump solid and normally into the enemies to get all the buff from the metal force set. Yeah, Piper is doing more damage than Grace. Yeah, that is really the case because the yeah, actually like Mindscape 6 Piper is as comparable as the Mindscape 0 Jane Doe. Jeez. I agree, my M6 Piper does more damage than my M2 Grace. Maybe I just don't understand Grace really well. Um Okay, let me see. Like if you're playing Grace outside of the Mono Electrics team, you shouldn't use Thunder Metal Set because nobody is proxying the electrics other than Grace herself. Like when you're playing with unit like Piper, you should be using Freedom Blue. You should be using Freedom Blue or maybe stuff like let me see yeah, I think Chaos Jazz should be working, should be fine. I'm not sure if it's gonna be optimal for Grace, but I would generally recommend Freedom Blue if you are playing Grace outside of the mono comp. Oh, Grace on Mono Electric's team doesn't make sense. Yeah. Yeah, I could understand. I could understand where your point is coming from. She's better on Disorder team. Yeah, I just happened to saw the videos from April. Let me pull this up. No, Grace is perfect with Rena. Yeah, let's go over her build. Yep. As I just said, the Chaos Jazz for set is working well with her. Yeah, it seems to be decent. Like this Apple guy this said something like he or she is a Grace main. So let's look at her. So look at the team. Grace, Lucy, and Rena. Yeah, of course. Grace, Bernice, and Rena. All right, I think the problem is that the most of the limited anomaly characters are busted, so that's why Grace works well in the anomaly in the disorder team. That's the reason. But if we are talking in the context that you don't have any other limited anomaly unit, then yeah, Grace is better in the Mono Electrics team. Or maybe not. I don't own Grace. Anyway, let's get back to gameplay. Miyabi, Grace, Rina is also looking nice. Oh, Grace, Caesar, Rina. Halumasa, Grace, Nicole, that's interesting. Yeah, I do think that she was made to be. I do think that she was made to be slightly underpowered because she's a standard characters. Like standard characters getting power creep is just inevitable. Ah, Great is good with Disorder team because she procs Anomaly really well. Hmm. Yeah, exactly that because and it's not because I would argue that Great is not good by herself, but she's good with any other limited unit. Hopefully Umbrella Grow is either stun or defense. Your video on Astra Nicole team. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I think Nicole's skin is really a banger. She does looks really nice. I mean, like the ghost in the middle is looking pretty good. Sorry for letting you guys see my disc. I was swapping like back and forth between different kind of characters, so that's why it's looking atrocious. It's so bad. Anyway, just keep looking at her skin. Yeah, she's looking pretty nice. Do we have that? Oh, okay. Yeah, she even got the tails here. Glad that they tied the tail to the belt and not somewhere else. Hey, need your opinion. I just start at 1. What do you mean? 1.4 and only have Halumasa as main DPS. Is it wise to skip Eve and Astra for another anomaly unit? Um, you just start off Astra. I think the thing, like, how many DPS do you have? Like, I would assume that you don't have enough like good DPS. Like, if you want to have like a really smooth gameplay now, getting Aveline would be a good idea for you to get through get through most of the content. But if you don't feel like you are vibing with the Aveline, then I suggest you not to just keep waiting for the characters that actually vibe with you. That's for the 2.0 idols girl, not umbrella girl. Idols are not the idols are never coming. Yeah. Why are you glad that her tail is bound to her belt? So that I could stream it on the YouTube. So I don't have to move my stream to the kicks. Added poor Qingyi for Harumasa Nicole teams on 1.5 second phrase. Qingyi for Harumasa Nicole. Yeah, that is not exactly a bad idea. Yeah, pulling Qingyi for Harumasa is not exactly a bad idea, but I would say like you either wanna you either want you either wanna pull Qingyi or you wanna commit with the Evelyn and Astra duel. And I'm gonna go to toilet for a while. Wait a second. Alright, I'm back. Mindscape 5 Sokaku is great. Alright, I'm gonna focus, guys. This game is more serious than the assault mode and Shiyu defense. Ugh. I didn't made it! Ah! Come on, noobs. You can do it. Sorry for the weird noise. Jeez, I'm so bad at Fall Guys. I mean, like False Bamboo. Again? No. Damn. Yep, now I understand why people rage quitting during the stream. That's why. No! Cause it's embarrassing. My god, I'm totally suck ass. Alright. Alright, for Fall Guys 2.0. Yeah, I think I'm doing pretty well in this mode. There are still like three other guys on the same floor with me. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. That's fine. So I got like 4 other guys on the top. Yeah. I do think that this mode I do think that the mini games are being delivered in a really high qualities. Like it could be an entirely new games that could be sold on the stream, but you could play this for free in the Zenless Zone Zero. Yeah, and I think that's why it's so good. And I think that's the good part. And I think that's the good part about the gacha game. Like you get to play stuff for free. And with yeah, we could see they trying to do it in the Genshin, but I think the coding in itself is not as high tech at it's not as advanced as the Zenless Zone Zero. So that's why like Genshin couldn't came out with the polished game like this. I think the game was designed to have a polished minigame in the first place. You're skipping Evelyn? Yeah, that's based. The reward are pretty nice too. Um Yeah, so do you guys have anything that wanna say or anything? Yeah, I'm actually planning to. I I'm actually planning to make a Evelyn pre-release guide. I think I will be. Yeah, streaming is more tired than I expected to be. So I guess I will just end the stream pretty soon. Um, if you guys has anything, just comment it first. Just comment, and I will leave this stream after I answered everything. Yeah, just anything. She might have she might have jiggle, but her gameplay just don't do it for me. Yeah, I think this is the good part about like you. I think this is the good part about the game letting you to try the characters before you actually pull for her. Because sometimes when you pull a characters, because sometimes when you get a characters, you just realize that the gameplay doesn't really doesn't really works with you. I would like to see what teams Evelyn fits in. Yeah, I would definitely include that. I would definitely include that. I will also like make a list of like what kind of force set you are supposed to equip when you are playing in certain team comp. Sorry for that. Sorry for burping. Evelyn Nuke is real. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, it's gonna be the pre-release. So it's gonna be a pre-release guide. Y'all think Piper will work with her? At this point, I don't think so. But we will see. We will see. Piper and Evelyn. Yeah, it could works with. She could works with Lucy. It. I mean, like, look, a lot of. I mean, like, looks. A lot of team are actually working, but they are just not works at. They are not. They are just not working at the optimal. They are just not working like in the meta way. If you are talking about like clearing the content, I think most of the team are actually good enough. Like the Piper, Lucy, and Evelyn team. Even like Evelyn, Anby, and Nicole team should be working just fine. Anyway, be nice to each other and yeah. Hey, thank you for joining by. That's it works. It feels better than I expected. I thought nobody is gonna join the stream other than just one or two viewers or maybe no viewers. I was expecting no viewers in the stream actually, but thanks for coming by. And I wouldn't have a schedule for the stream. I would stream whenever I feels like to because I'm still not so familiar with streaming, and I gotta find the balance between making videos and streaming before I actually make a schedule about it. Are you planning on getting the content creator betas? Not really, not really, but yeah, maybe I should. Maybe I should. I think I should at this point. At this point. Yeah, thank you for telling. Yeah, the reason that I didn't join the content creator betas is really just because I was just slacking off, to be honest. Because there are like so many things that it's kind of hard for me to figure out. I mean, in terms of the technical stuff, make an Evelyn nuke rotation. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, maybe if I get the content creator beta, I used to apply it for like once and I didn't get it. And but I think at this point I would get it. But I think I would get it at this point for the size of my channel at the moment because yeah, Evelyn nuke Rio. I'm skipping her. Just pull for her. Anyway, hey, thanks for joining by, guys, and see ya, guys, man. See ya, guys. I'm actually getting like super tired right now. I think it's because out of the being nervous, I guess, because this is like literally the first time I stream with the audience. I actually did some stream back then, but without any audience, without any notification or anything, just to testing out. But thank you guys for giving me such a good time. Such a good time. For real.